Hey everyone, welcome to a wah-wah pedal edition of Guitar Tone Tuesday. Today on the floor in front of me I've got two wah-wah pedals and one overdrive pedal that we're going to use just to show you guys some different colors. But the two wah-wah pedals we're focusing on today are the classic good old Vox Wah and the Japanese Girl by AMT Electronics. The Vox Wah is a classic wah, it's a classic size, it's very large, but it does sound absolutely fantastic. The Japanese Girl is a much smaller form factor. It's made in Russia, or at least it used to be. I don't know if it's being made anymore, but you can still find them used. And it's got a couple extra features that we'll go through. So let's talk about this Vox Wah first. This is a good old 847 wah. Now today they're making the 847A. And the only difference between this wah and the 847A is that the 847A has a 9-volt adapter plug on the side, which is definitely convenient. This one does not. So you have to run it off of a 9-volt battery, or you can actually get a 9-volt adapter with a special hookup for a battery connector, and you can make that work too. So let's hear this Vox Wah. Just a great sounding pedal with a very, very usable sweep. Now, right now, I've got the Japanese Girl set to the kind of classic wah setting, which it's got this notch filter on the side, so I've got that all the way open right now. Let's hear that one for compare and contrast sake. So, a little bit more mid-range, a little bit more volume, I'd say, from this pedal. Now, the interesting thing, if we just talk about the specific sweep, I'm going to go back to the Vox Wah. I'm going to rock it all the way back. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the Japanese Girl wah. So there's a little bit more in the upper mids happening there. It's a little bit darker and woofier. Let's hear the upper range here. So I'm going to go to the upper range of the Japanese Girl. And the upper range of the Vox. So that's very, very similar. The interesting thing I find is if I use the Japanese Girl wah-wah pedal and don't rock it all the way back, go about 3/4 of the way back, right around there, I get a very similar frequency range to the Vox pedal. A little bit more mids, but very similar sound, albeit. Now, the interesting thing about this AMT pedal is that it's got this notch filter on the side. So I'm going to put that into the middle setting, which I find is more of a kind of darker R&B type sound. So a very vocal kind of ooh, ooh, kind of sound as opposed to a traditional wah. Now if I put the notch filter one step further, people might say this gets a little unusable. So it's a little different, very dark. To me, it kind of sounds like that R&B sound from the 90s, you know, the Fugees and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool, I think, but it's definitely an acquired taste. Maybe not for the traditionalists among us. Now, I'm going to put this Japanese Girl wah-wah pedal back to the normal setting, and I'm going to turn on this Proco Rat here so we can hear how they both sound in their normal settings through the Rat pedal. So here's my distorted sound. So here's the Vox wah through that. Interesting things happening with the harmonics there. I'm going to go now to the Japanese girl wah. Interesting things happening with the harmonics there too. So let me know in the comment section below, which one do you guys prefer? In terms of the used market, you can find the Vox wah a little bit cheaper right now in 2019, between about $75, maybe as low as $60 if you really look, up to about $100 on the used market, whereas the Japanese girl wah-wah pedal by AMT Electronics goes for about $75 to about $110 on the used market. When I bought this Japanese girl pedal brand new, it cost me $175, I believe, so a bit more of an investment for a smaller footprint. This pedal is about the size of a Boss pedal or an MXR pedal, whereas obviously the Vox pedal is a bit bigger. Now, back in the day, I bought this pedal used for $60, so you can hunt around for a good deal and find this Vox pedal for a very good price. So again, it depends on your needs, depends on your uses. But that's it for this week. Let me know which one you guys preferred, as I say. Please like, share, subscribe. We will see you guys again next Tuesday.